Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Deacon says farewell to Sheila, but suddenly has alternate studies at Il Giardino. Finn decided not to go to the crematorium with Cleric. Hope asked Finn how he was doing. Finn expressed mixed feelings about his birth mama being dead. Hope assumed that Finn was not suitable to talk about Sheila to Steffi and offered to be in observance anytime Finn demanded someone. Finn said that he understood Steffi's passions about Sheila. Finn asked Hope how she was doing in the fate of her bifurcation with Thomas. Hope said that she was trying to come to terms with having broken Thomas's heart. Finn told Hope that he was confident that Hope would one day look back on everything and be thankful that effects had worked out the way they had. Finn told Hope that he could be a sounding board for her, too. Hope incontinently took Finn up on his offer and asked him if he'd any idea where she should go next. After making sure that she really wanted to hear his opinion, Finn suggested that the way Hope had replied to Thomas was a direct result of her former relationship with Liam. He also questioned if Hope really could have ever truly committed to Thomas, considering the tumultuous history that she and Thomas had endured. Finn recommended that Hope try to smooth effects over with Liam. Hope laughed as she rhetorically asked if Finn allowed. She should go back to Liam. Finn apologized for overpassing but added that he wanted Hope to be sure to hear to her heart. Hope pledged that she was going to concentrate on her career and children and also take some time for herself before moving on to a relationship. Hope thanked Finn for being a friend. At the Forrester manse, Lauren and Eric heated martinis to Sheila Carter no longer being a trouble. Hallelujah, Lauren said with a chortle. Eric was not relatively as celebratory. I am not saying she's worth mourning, she's not, Eric said in response. He said that his passions were a bit complex. Lauren said that, as someone Sheila had tried to kill, her passions weren't complex, they were maximum relief, and pure bliss. So, this monster puts a pellet in Hope's mama, in me, in my mama, my grandmother, I mean half of L.A., and yet Hope is going to Sheila's keepsake? What? Steffi asked incredulously. Liam threw his hands up and admitted that, while he'd not have made the same decision, he did understand that Hope wanted to support Cleric. The discussion shifted from Hope and Deacon to Hope's relationship with Thomas. Steffi claimed that she was glad that Thomas had learned that Hope was not into him before it was too late. Liam fooled that Steffi really meant before Thomas began obsessing over Hope again. Steffi and Liam both agreed that Hope and Thomas were better piecemeal than together. Liam and Steffi bandied the fact that Hope had gone to the keepsake. She was affrighted, but Liam understood that she wanted to be there for Cleric. The subject turned to Thomas. Steffi said it was stylish that he was in Paris. Liam said it was stylish, too, before Thomas started obsessing over Hope again. Steffi defended her family. As Liam was leaving, Lauren appeared in the doorway to check on how Steffi was doing. Lauren promised that she'd be there for Steffi if she ever demanded to talk to someone about what Sheila had put her through. Lauren said that Steffi had done everyone a great favor by barring Sheila, and she prompted Steffi not to feel an ounce of guilt or anxiety over it. Lauren growled that she hoped Sheila burned in hell. Cleric arrived at the crematorium and was saluted by a man named Carl. Carl asked Deacon to subscribe a release form to have Sheila's body cremated. After subscribing, Deacon asked Carl if he could put a bouquet of flowers in with Sheila's body. Carl told him that he could and reflected that it sounded like Deacon had loved Sheila. She loved me too fiercely, Deacon replied. Deacon lamented that his time with Sheila had been cut short. Cleric placed a rose by Sheila's head, which had been covered by a distance. He took many moments to flash back some of the happier times that he and Sheila had participated. I am no way gone, nah, forget you. What you gave me. What we participated together, Deacon blubbed. Carl asked Deacon if he'd any final words. Cleric prayed Sheila to wake up and call him Daddy. He again burst into gashes as he told Sheila how important he missed her. Deacon rued not being a part of Sheila's life sooner and wondered how her life could have been different if he'd been. Cleric pulled back the distance to see Sheila one last time. He leaned in close and rumored, "You are loved." Cleric pulled the distance back over Sheila's face. Carl asked Deacon if he'd like to start the process. Deacon jounced his head. Cleric pushed a button. A essence door opened, and a fire started. Seconds laterally, a conveyor belt sluggishly moved Sheila's body toward the deers. As Sheila's body entered the chamber, the distance pulled off and revealed her bases. Deacon's jaw dropped when he noticed that the body had 10 toes. Deacon screamed for Carl to stop the cremation process as he contended toward the deers. 10 toes. Deacon yelled as Carl prayed Deacon not to reach into the fire. Mourners and victims bid farewell to Sheila in their own ways in Eric's office. Liam did not know how Finn could show up for his tried killer or how Steffi was so calm about it. Steffi remarked that Sheila had also been Finn's birth mama, and Steffi had decided to let it be Finn's choice. Steffi could see Finn's side of effects, but she said it was nice that someone saw her side, too. Liam asked if Finn realized why Steffi would be worried about him attending the keepsake. Steffi replied that, like it or not, Finn felt a connection to his birth mama, and she would chosen not to stand in the way if he wanted to go. Steffi asked if she was supposed to prohibit him, and she admitted that she did not know what it was like to be in his shoes. Then is commodity you both have in common, Liam fooled, citing that Sheila had nearly killed Finn and Steffi in the alley. Steffi replied that it had impacted them else. Steffi did not want to suppose about Sheila presently and decided that they just demanded to get through the day. Finn would say his farewells, and they'd move on. She claimed that nothing would get between her and Finn, especially not Sheila, since she was dead. Steffi said she had not asked for any of it, and she hoped Finn could get check, peace, and clarity. She remarked about how kind and compassionate Finn was, which was why she would fallen in love with him. Steffi assumed only Deacon and Finn would be at the service, but Liam revealed that Hope had decided to go to support her pater. Steffi was shocked to hear it. Liam cynically added that Deacon was really broken up about Sheila's death. Steffi bade good disposition to Sheila Carter. At Il Giardino, Finn said it would just be the three of them, and it was sad so many people would mourn Sheila. Cleric decided that they had to do their stylish to pay homage to the one and only Sheila Carter. Hope was surprised Steffi had let Finn attend, and Finn said his woman was trying to understand his perspective, indeed though it was complicated for her. Cleric demurred off the form by talking about the honey that had burned between him and Sheila. He told Hope and Finn that the thing between Deacon and Sheila had been unique. Hope sat with her legs crossed and her hands in her stage as Deacon said, "Love is when two people each have a hole in their heart, and when the wind blows through, it plays the same sad song." Hope sort of looked down and kind of rolled her eyes. She sounded both wearied and conceivably trying to hide her own pain. She shook her head when Deacon said that he and Sheila were more such-like that they'd watched to admit. Cleric kept talking, saying he and Sheila had gotten each other, and she would brought out the stylish in him. Hope frowned, but Finn sounded intrigued. Cleric continued, saying Sheila had made him want to turn his life around, and he would allowed.